should be live. Let's just check. It's about to begin in a few moments. Oh, what am I looking through it for there for when I've got YouTube? Where's in my videos? No. Can you hear me? On, one. Mic's on.
Can you hear me?
Ah, yep, perfect. Okay. Alright then, Von. When anyone else that would like to see what happens when you prestige. So I just played the last game. I got 19,666 XP for that. Scoreboard wasn't too bad. 33 for 21 deaths on hardcore. We did lose by quite a bit, but I was using the gun, which is the DSR, which is on there. Everything else is on there for unlocking, but obviously I'm going to lose all this when I prestige maybe. I was a bit unsure what you actually get for prestiging, what you don't get on there. So we're about to find out what we get to keep. So if I go across, obviously prestige on there. So you will start at player 1, and all your creator class rigs and score streaks will be relocked. Rewards: 1 permanent unlock token, 1 calling card, and 1 classic weapon unlock. Alright, so we're gonna enter prestige. I have prestiged. Okay, so my permanent unlock is going to be perk, and I'm gonna permanently unlock Ghost, which is on there. My classic weapon unlock, what should we go for? Oh. Let's go for the MacTav 45, only because Von likes the gun. So yep, we're going to go for that. And I think that's everything. So what we have to do is do it all over again. So now, okay, the one thing that we were both unsure about is obviously what was on there. So the cogs, so Von, at the moment, mate, anything that I've unlocked looks like it has stayed unlocked. So sort of at the moment, mate, is actually all this sort of stuff, as you can see, is all still unlocked. So cogs that you're spending on your guns, I know you spent a few cogs, will actually follow through. Going on to there, so your level of your team that you were running as actually stays the same, which is actually quite good as well, though you have to start back off them again at the same start, and obviously what you've got is unlocked as well. So if we go into mission teams, I can actually still play as Wraith, which is actually quite good, which was surprising. My emblems, did I say I had an emblem? I don't think so. We will check. No, but I had a calling card, so I had a prestige calling card. So there we go, that's my first prestige. We will apply it, even though it's not very good. And then we'll create a class, so we'll keep that. Do we? Nope, so that starts off again from the start. So we were using him, and we want to work towards him. So on there, we can actually go to classic, and we actually have the first gun. So that's the very first gun on classic that I was using earlier. So we'll actually apply that as our first lot of guns on there. Okay, so what we need to do is delete a few bits off. Now we don't want that. We want to keep Ghost. We want to have momentum, and to be honest, we're not going to run that. So we go for there, we'll put on a sight, and we'll see if we've actually got any extra camos at all. Nope, so we'll stick that one on. Obviously, what level are you? Is 13, so we've actually got quite a bit of level to go on that. So to be honest, we might as well stick on one of these, so we'll stick that as our first gun class, and level 37, yeah, so it's a while away on there, and actually what we'll do is we will set up a UP45 class as well, just to obviously see what it's like. And obviously we've got no attachments for that, so we'll stick on there. And what camos have we got? We got none of those ones, none of them, none of that, so we'll stick on the default camo that we got with the thing. Score streaks, exactly the same, still need to work towards them. So the only thing that you guarantee that you get to keep that's unlocked, really, is obviously you have all your mission teams. So obviously once you get onto the highest part of that, you can keep going, which is quite good. We were a bit unsure what was going to happen with that. I haven't used this one at all. I did that one in the beta, unlocked that sort of max, same as with this one on max, which was for the beta anyway. I'm not sure what level it goes to in the game, but we're wanting to go as many on the Wraith as possible, only because I quite like the emblem. Reminds me sort of a bit of death and stuff, which is what you're doing in the game. Quartermaster, same thing. You got your crypto keys, your armory. As we've now confirmed that anything you've unlocked in the armory on the prototype lab with your keys does obviously follow through when you prestige. So the MV4 Fallout, which I know a few people have got, and it is probably quite a beast of the gun of that. Is one that could be unlocked. Same with like the submachines. Sort of like that's not a bad submachine for what I use. Same with that one there as well with the Merciless. I quite actually like to go for that one, but we obviously need to unlock this one first and then get probably 2-2 for that. So yeah, well that's going to be the end of the live stream. But it's just to see obviously what was going to have a good one. And there we go.